Hi, my name is Emile Tortuño and I am going to talk about the management orientation. Actually, the business science and a new business strategy collect knowledge management orientation and is emerging with a lot of companies, primarily small and medium-sized ones. Management orientation. It's the form a subset of a company responds to the global market opportunities and depends greatly on its management assumption on belief, both conscious and unconscious about the nature of the world. Exists four types of orientations. Ethnocentric orientation, that is when the person assumes that his country his home country is superior of to the rest of the world. And for example, these companies and the person that have this type of orientation in her or his companies uh, thinks that the products and the practice that have these companies success uh, in the home country anywhere. Other orientation is a polycentric orientation. That this term describe a management belief assumed to the each country in which a company does business is unique. This assumption led to the groundwork for each subsidiary to build its own unique business and marketing strategy so as to success. The term multinational company is often used to describe such as structures. This point of view leads to a localization or adaptation approach that assumes products must be adapted is respond to different and market conditions. Other type of orientation is a regiocentric orientation. That means that in a company that have this type of orientation, eh, for this company, it's relevant the geographic unit. For example, to the companies of that stay in USA, focus the attention in the region uh, that uh, that stay in the country that 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 include the North American Free Trade Agreement. For example, the unique state Canada and Mexico has a regiocentric orientation. Similarly, European companies that focuses its attention on an Europeans is regiocentric. Some companies serve markets throughout the world, but do so on a regional basis. Such a company could be viewed as a variant of the multinational model discussed previously. Other type of orientation is a geocentric orientation. That is a company with a geocentric orientation view the entire world as a potential market and strive to develop integrate global strategies. A company whose management has adopted a geocentric orientation is something it's sometimes known as a global or transnational company. During the past several years, a long-standing regiocentric policies and GM, such as those just discussed, has been replaced the our agiocentric approach. Among other changes, the new policy call for engineers' jobs to be assigned on a worldwide basis with a global concept based in the control determine the allocation of the company. Mm, Also, I talk about the force that affecting global integration and global marketing. Exists those two types of force: the driving force and the restricting force. The driving force uh, it's the remarkable growth of the global economies over the past. The 65 years has been shaped in the dynamic interplay of various driving and restraining forces. During most of those decades, companies from different parts of the world in different industries achieved great success, be international multinationals or global strategy. During the 1990s, change in the business environment present numerous challenges to establish its way of doing business. Today, the speeches call for the protect, protectionist also doing business. Today, um, it is over time or respond to the changed political environment and global marketing continues. This is, for example, this is some driving forces. For example, multilateral trade agreement, converting market needs and wants and the info revolution, transportation and communication improvement, and product develop comes, quality works economic trends, leverage and innovation and entrepreneurship. Also exists restraining force that include a management media and organizational culture. And in this point, ignore opportunities that are global market and exist the opposition global to globalization, and that too many people around the world globalization and global marketing represent a threat. Uh, for this, the term globophobia is sometimes used to describe an attitude of hostility toward and trade agreement and global brands or company policies that appear to result in hardship for the some individual country will benefit others. And this is all, and thank you so much. Hi, my name is Emilia Tortuño, and I am talking about management orientation. Actually, um, the business science have a new business strategy that called knowledge management orientation, and is emerging with a lot of companies, primarily small and medium-sized ones, to significantly increase their level of business performance. And however, there is a limitation in the theoretical and empirical evidence of the importance of its strategies for this type of business. And when This construct that being widely and analyzed in the literature as a strategy that improves the level of business performance. And management orientation is the form and substance of a company's response to global market opportunities and depend greatly on its management assumptions on belief, both conscious and unconscious, about the nature of the world. For this exists four types of orientation. One of these is the ethnocentric orientation. That is when a person who assumes that his home country is superior to the rest of the world. For example, ethnocentrism is something associated with attitude of national arrogance or national superiority. It can also manifest itself as indifference to marketing opportunities outside the home countries. And in this type of orientation, the person assumes that the products and practice success, but in the home countries. Other type of orientation is the polycentric orientation. That this term describe a management belief or assumption that each country in which a company does business is unique. This assumption lies the groundwork for each society to develop its own unique business and marketing strategy so as to success. And the term multinational company is often uh, used to describe such a structure. And this point of view to a localized or adaptation approach that some products must be adapted in response to the different market conditions. And the other type of orientation is a regiocentric orientation. That is in a company with a region-centric orientation, the region becomes too relevant uh, for geographic unit. Management goals is to develop and integrate regional strategies. What does regional means in this context? For example, a USA company that focus on the countries included in the North American Free Trade Agreement, and the United States, Canada, and Mexico has a region-centric orientation. For example, with European companies that focus its attention on European